Here we go. Jussie Smollett claimed he was the victim of a savage hate crime by Trump supporters. The truth appears different, perhaps, as police have now arrested 2 men for the attack, both of them from Nigeria, supposed to be brothers. One at least has appeared on Smollett's TV show, Empire, which appears on Fox. A lot of comments from 3 weeks ago now look kind of dumb. The NAACP blamed Trump. Kamala Harris called the attack a modern-day lynching. GQ ran the headline, "The racist, homophobic attack on Jussie Smollett is far-right America's endgame." Buck Sexton is the host of the Buck Sexton Show. He's also a reporter with The Hill and has been all over this case. So, Buck, we wheeled you in here to give us the latest. We know that these 2 suspects have been questioned for 2 days.
Yeah, they've been questioned for 2 days. They also know Jussie Smollett and were at least one of them was on his show as an extra. So the people that are supposedly or supposed to have been in the only surveillance footage that we've seen of individuals of suspicion are people that he has a connection to, which is now people are starting to think, all right, is this a case of a hoax where he had help? Or is this perhaps a scuffle that happened that then he created a story in addition to whatever the facts on the ground were to make this about Trump supporters? Because those don't look like the 2 individuals before, racist, MAGA Trump supporters. That's not what people would think.
And he's not backing down. He said, the reason why it took so long, I want to delete some things on my phone because I have personal pictures on there. I don't want to send celebrity phone numbers to strange police officers. He claims they shouted umpire, a gay empire. That's the name of his show, a gay slur, a racist slur, quote, "This is MAGA country," and then punched him in the face.
All right, so I haven't thought that this was credible from the start. That doesn't mean that I could prove it's false. I can't say he's a liar. I can just say this doesn't add up. The Jussie Smollett story has had issues of credibility. I would say it has gone from improbable to implausible at this point, but that doesn't mean it is entirely impossible. What we have is a guy here who, first of all, when you talk about these quotes, MAGA country, he says they claim that they yelled out in Chicago. Who's going to yell it's MAGA country in Chicago? It's just a strange thing to say. It doesn't add up. And as you look at the fact pattern after the initial incident, nothing supports his version of events. Everything looks shadier and shadier, which people in the news business should be saying, hold on a second, maybe there should be some skepticism here.
They're putting huge resources, the police forces, all over this case as if there's no other crime in Chicago. But he says his goal is to let people know and prove that he fought back and get the word alleged over alleged attack. That really bothers him. These 2 Nigerians, I didn't know that Trump supporters had a hotbed in Nigeria. But these 2 Nigerians coming over being Trump supporters seems like an odd mix.
It would certainly seem strange for them to yell racial epithets as well. And now when we look at where all this is going, people see the way the media has covered this from the start.
What bothers you about it?
It bothers me because there was an obvious rush to judgment because of the preferred narrative, because a lot of major media outlets, not all of them, but about 90% plus across the country, see this and they say, here's an opportunity to trash Trump supporters. The story fits in perfectly, so they run with it, right? Just as they ran against the Covington kids, stories that were defamatory, disgraceful, and untrue because they saw a chance to tell people what they want to tell them and not actually be journalists who should be skeptical and search for the facts.
And here's the danger. This could be race riots. You know, if you go out and if this happens, people react emotionally. If it didn't happen and people act emotionally, that is inexcusable. But we don't know yet.
Not hold them to account on this if it is a hoax in the end, because they're going to say it's a teachable moment, Brian.
Second great guest without a tie. I'm thinking I might change my outfit if this continues.
It's tough to follow Bongino, so I had to get rid of the tie.
You did. You were very effective, Buck. I appreciate it.